let's go, let's go, go, go. Yes, we're on. Yes, we're on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Are we here? Yes, we are. Hopefully. Okay. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody's well. And this week is number 97. The 97th live stream. We're getting closer to the big 100, the big 100. I'm just going to go on here now, and I'm just going to go on there. And I'm just going to check and make sure that I'm coming through on my phone, as per usual, which always lets me know that, coming through. Makes me look very, very unprofessional that I think I'll figure out how to switch that bloody thing off. Come on. Right, there it is. Right, okay, got it. Yeah, so, Paul McGladdery. Paul, how's it going? You alright? Hope you're well. I've seen a post about you put on before about the North Sea on Facebook. Trevor Haig is in. Good evening, gentlemen. Right, okay. If there's anybody else out there that's tuned in, thank you for tuning in. And please don't be feared. Don't be afraid to not just comment. Just put a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Do anything, and then your name will come up on air. And Lisa Cambridge, good evening. And that's what happens. I get this. I then get that. You see? I can then see who's in and give you a shout out. That's what it's all about. So don't be afraid. Just say hello, say goodbye, say anything you want. But so I can give you a shout out then. So this week I've decided to after being asked by somebody watches me show, I bumped into them and they said, "How come you never play your own music much? Why you're always doing covers?" And I thought, yeah, that's a point. I don't play my music, like songs from the back foot, my CD. I've got 10 songs on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to crack on quick, and I'm going to go through my songs and play some. This is a song. I'm going to do this one first. It's not actually first on the CD, but I want to get this one out there because this is a song I wrote when I recorded the CD in 2016. I wrote this a few years before, so it just goes to show that sometimes songs are always relevant. This is called "Alive in Palestine." Metallic raindrops falling on the children's school. There's dust in the milk as a general rule. Concrete and rubble, barefoot on broken glass. It's the fear of a child that's hiding in a history class. Alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Thoughts hung on a line in Palestine. Alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Those thoughts hung on a line in Palestine. The political agenda is fuel from a faraway land. There's a finger on the trigger. Someone's got blood on their hands. What does it matter if the lights are on green or on red? When you're holding a loved one in a a white sheet, they're already dead. Alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Those thoughts hung on a line in Palestine. Alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Thoughts hung on a line in Palestine. The political viewpoint, it bears no right and no wrong. When the flesh is torn from the bone by the bullets and bombs. In a world full of war, well, it's good for the armament trade. When the life of a man is equal to the profit that's made. Alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Thoughts hung on a line in Palestine. Alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Those thoughts hung on a line in Palestine. Those thoughts hung on a line in Palestine. There you go, live in Palestine. Patrick's in. Patrick Nestor, how do you do? Young man, hope you're well. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Right, so that was called Alive in Palestine. And obviously, that's all about the bombing that's never really stopped. I mean, when you look at the situation, it boggles the mind. It really does, as to why the world is putting up with that kind of thing when we step into other places, or the Americans step into other places and say you can't do this and you can't do that. But when the shoe's on a different foot, suddenly it's a different matter. But anyway, there you go. So this song that I'm going to do, this next song, which is actually the first song, is a song. It's all about the hypocrisy of the rock and roll, image that, you know, the actual business, the marketing people put out. Let's just say that you know, what looks cool in rock and roll, like the guy who's high as a kite and writing brilliant songs on substances such as mushrooms or cannabis and all that. Oh yeah, man, it's all cool, man. This is where I get my inspiration from, man. And these, you know, all that bollocks. It's complete bollocks. It really is. You're selling, or well, you was selling a record, a piece of vinyl. That's what you're doing. So what you do is you create a market, and then you exploit it. That's what the music business does. You know, there's no other business that has to create its own market first and then exploit it. And after quite a few conversations with record executives and people that work in the record business, it's bullshit. You know, it's very sensationalist to see the rock and roll guy, you know, who's got 3 chicks in the bed and a Rolls Royce in the swimming pool, and his eyes are kind on cocaine and all. It's bullshit. Believe me, it's bullshit. There's nothing fantastic about some poor bastard lying on a piss-stained mattress in a derelict building with a needle in his arm. And that's the reality of drugs. Unfortunately, that's it. But, you know, so I felt quite strongly about this. because I've like most people, I've had family members and friends who've succumbed to the thing. So I wrote this song, and it's called The Cliche Ride. Roll up to the penny bazaar. You don't have to travel too far. Roll up, and roll your mind. You can join the deaf, the dumb, and the blind. You know the grass is greener on the other side in a rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Yeah, the grass is greener on the other side in a rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Roll up, you hippie cats. Carbo cockroach rizzler rats. First one's free, no charge on the door. You can pay me when you need some more. Yeah, the grass is greener on the other side in a rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Yeah, the grass is greener on the other side on a rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Well, you know, habits can be formed even if you're warm, and the need to get high means you play with fire. You're gonna get burned. Roll up in the rain and snow. Well, it's a premium grade, it's a real homegrown. Come on down, there's a circus in town. You can play the fool, 'cause everybody's a clown. Yeah, the grass is greener on the other side in a rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Yeah, the grass is greener on the other side on a rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. Well, roll up, I just don't care. And sometimes life just ain't fair. Just can't seem to get out of bed. Sometimes I feel I'm better off dead. No, the grass ain't greener on the other side on the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. No, that grass ain't greener on the other side in the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. You know, habits can be formed even if you're warm, and the need to get high means you play with fire. You're gonna get burned. Roll up, no more drink. I've had 40 years of time to think. You know, 25 years is just a blur. But I decided I deserve much more. No, that grass ain't greener on the other side in the rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. No, that grass ain't greener on the other side on a rock and roll bullshit cliche ride. You know that habits can be formed even if you're warm, and the need to get high means you play with fire. You're gonna get burned. I said you're gonna get burned. said you're gonna get burned. You're gonna get burned. There you go. They're all cheer up songs, these, aren't they? If you want depressing, you can buy this CD by messaging me, and I shall post it free of charge. Free of charge for 7 of your English pounds. Of course, it's a couple of quid to send it, so really it's a fiver for me. But it all helps to keep the what do you call it? The live stream going, the channel going, and all the rest of the expenses that come in trying to do this thing. It all helps. So much appreciated. And all you got to do is message me. End of road. So that's the pumping and pushing out of the way. Paul Travis. Paul's in. A&M Records. Okay. Sandra Lewis is in. Hope Irv's well. Hope he's watching too. Trevor, highly recommended the CD. Oh, thanks very much, mate. Thanks very much. Very kind of you. Yeah, okay, I think I'm up to speed with everybody that's in. I'm going to take a quick gulp. And then what I'm going to do is a shameless plug. Now, I should be able to talk over this while I'm showing you these photographs, because I've got a gig coming up on the 26th, which is this Saturday. And this gig is at a place called Rust and Relics. Now, can you see all of them American cars? Now, Rust and Relics is it's a lifestyle shop in Hyde. I'll give you the address in a minute, but you see that all the American cars that's parked outside, there's always American cars parked outside, and inside there's a barber shop, there's a tattooist, there's a bar, there's a clothing outlet. It's a great place if you like the rock and roll lifestyle and the rock and roll look. And the gig is at the Relics and Rust, and the address is number 4 Commercial Brow Hyde, and it's SK142JW. SK142JW. If you go on my page, GJ Armstrong Music, you'll see this poster up on there. It's on my page, my personal page as well, and I believe I've also put it onto the live stream page as well. It's on Saturday the 26th of October. It's free entry, and it starts at 4 p.m. So all you got to do is, if you fancy listening to me singing songs and telling a few jokes and stories and that kind of thing, then it'll all be good fun, and it's free. It's a free gig, so what more do you want? And it's a great little bar. They do all the IPA type stuff, all the good beers and that kind of thing. It's a real friendly atmosphere. It's dog friendly. It's just a great bar, And the guys down there, Howard and Sam and Jack, are always around, and it's just a great atmosphere. I've done the gig before, and I'm doing it again. I'm really happy to be asked back again, and it's becoming. It's building up and becoming a good music venue. So there's plenty of acts booked for the future, and it's going to be a great place to go if you like music and you like, the kind of lifestyle. There you go. So, right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my harmonica rack, and I'm going to... just take my thumb pick off while I grab a D. Right, yeah, because this song is a song that I wrote all about being on the open road on a motorbike. I've had quite a few motorbikes and cars in my time. I got to 43. I got to 43 cars when I mentally added them all up. That I've had so far. I'm on my 43rd car, and I've had about 5 or 6 motorbikes, but I'm I'm a bit too fat and too old now for motorbikes. And I the last one I had was a scooter, a Vespa scooter, and I've got a YouTube channel with some videos of me riding around on that. If you these GJA Vespa, I think it's called, but yeah. So if you go on YouTube, and if you're listening now on YouTube, please subscribe. Please comment down below. Click the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't matter which. It all helps the algorithms because we are slaves to the rhythm. The algorithm. So this one is called The Open Road. As I say, all about motorbikes. Years of being tied down to the bottom of a desk. Felt the strain of sadness and the pressure and duress, and it never gave him what it needs or stopped the hunger he must feed. He's dreaming of the open road tonight. Yes, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. Yes, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. You know, life can throw a curveball further on up the road. Gasoline and alcohol can be a heavy load, but is longing for the western wind adventures that the road can bring. Dreaming of the open road tonight. Yes, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. Well, his blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. Yes, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. In denim jeans and leathers, he rides an iron horse, and he don't need maps or GPS to find a steady course. His dreams will take him far away to where the sun shines every day, dreaming of the open road tonight. Yes, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. Well, his blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. Well, he's dreaming of that open road tonight. Well, he's dreaming of that open road tonight. Dreaming of the open road tonight. And there it is. Right, let's see if there's anybody else in the house. Ricardo Sinula Barraza. Welcome indeed. And also Candice Radin. I hope I pronounced that right. Candice, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's see now. We'll crack on because it's getting a bit late in the day, long in the tooth. So I'm going to play a song now. And where I live, where I grew up, it was a mill town. Well, the whole area was full of mills back in the day. Now, of course, any mills that still stand in are apartments or individual factory units, but the big mills used to be dotted all over the landscape. And in the 80s, the recession came and the Chinese came and bought everything up and took it over to China. And now, of course, we know that everything that you have made is made in China, where it's cheaper to have things made. And even the humble iPhone is made in China. And I don't know what this is an old one, this. I try and stretch them out as long as I can. I think that's an iPhone 7. I think we're on 16 now, are we? Something like that. But yeah, iPhone 16, about, I don't know how much it is, over £1,000. Well over £1,000, I think it is, if you work it out. But made in China for $10. Hey, there you go. You see? Just a pile of plastic. But anyway, this is all about the decline of factories and physical work in my lifetime in the UK. This is called Jobs No More. Today they close my factory down, let the heart die in my town. Men and women are out of work, factory floor to the office clerk. To rise on Monday morning, no work to do to earn your corn. All my friends I saw each day, they sadly haven't much to say. Microchip technology, well, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Wagons came with cranes today to load the looms to take away. Welders' boots and a leather cap, they cut the pipework up for scrap. The ships are loaded, ropes released, destination the Far East. We led the world, it's British made, now substandard import trade. Microchip technology, well, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. Months went by, then turned to years. No jobs had men reduced to tears. No Christmas dinner, Sunday best. Birthdays cancelled and the rest. Well, I give you anything you like, but sorry lad, there's no new bike. Money's tight and times are hard, and I can't afford a birthday card. Microchip technology, well, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. Now my young lad's turned 24. He's never had a job before. His young son is only 3, but he'll have no job just like me. The silicone chip made everything fast, our way of life left in the past. We thought that this technology would benefit our prodigy. Microchip technology came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. boys and men, boys and men. They closed the old job centre down, demolished half of my old town, undermined by the minimum wage, increased the retirement age. All the pubs have hired thugs, it's booming business selling drugs. England's gardens full of weed, now so many mouths to feed. Microchip technology, well, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men, boys and men, boys and men. We're waiting for the good old days when we all worked in different ways. It's no one's fault, no one's to blame. Inevitable change that came. Now there's a motto that is apt: to survive you must adapt. I found a market with a need, I'm growing plants and I'm selling weed. Microchip technology, well, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men, boys and men, boys and men. There you go, boys and men. So, we got to 1:30. I think that's about as much as I can squeeze into half an hour. I'm a little bit over, but that's okay. So thanks for everybody who's tuned in. And don't forget, every Thursday, 8 o'clock, I'm here live from GJ's house on Facebook. And this is number 97. And tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I post this onto YouTube. And on YouTube, if you go on GJ Armstrong, you can go back through all the other 97 of the live streams, right back to the beginning when I didn't know what I was doing. I was ballsing everything up and making mistakes left, right and centre, which is a good laugh, and but it's all worth a watch. Anyway, so until next week, I'm going to say adios. Adios, my friends, it's time for me to go. And it's been a blast to see you all. And since we met and we first said hello, but now goodbye. And the memories we've made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you're always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Adios, I have to leave to travel to somewhere that I have to be, to a place where rivers flow gently to the sea, the open sea. And the memories we've made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you're always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Well, I've sang a song or two, and I played this old guitar, and I hope the words I've sang has touched your hearts. One day I will come back and I will sing for you. And the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And said the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you're always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Adios. 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 Until next time, adios. Take care of yourself, people.